Hattie Pipes writes in, I'm worried about going into debt if I go back to school. How do I figure out if pursuing my dream is worth it? I want to be a translator. Well, when someone says, how do I figure out if my dream is worth it? I always tell them it's always worth it. But let's define what it means. If it means going into debt, we'd say, well, you don't have to go into debt to pursue the dream. That is a myth. That is a lie that has been perpetuated by well-meaning people. It's not an insidious suggestion, but it's just incorrect. We don't have to go into debilitating debt to pursue our dream. We just don't. Okay? Does it speed up your timeline? Yeah, on some level, but it also slows you down when you got to pay all that debt back. So, first of all, Hattie Pipes, yes, it is worth pursuing your dream. It is worth it, yes. But what it's worth is the time it takes, because you're going to save up. So it's going to take you longer to get up that mountain because you're not going to do debt. Is it worth it? You bet it's worth it. It's going to take you longer. It's going to be hard to be patient and yet to persist on saving the money, finding other ways to do it. So it's worth it. Don't go into debt. If you want to be a translator, make sure that you've looked at every possible way there is to get qualified that doesn't require enormous amounts of money. Can you do it part-time? Pay as you go. Can you take an online course versus do you need a 4-year degree to be a translator? I don't know. I don't know that world very well, Joe. But sometimes I just think to myself, what does it take to be qualified to be a translator? Well, I think, number one, you got to be fluent in the language. Hello? Anybody back there in the control room paying attention? Let's play this out. At the end of the day, to be a successful translator, I don't know if they're going to require a degree or not, but let's strip the degree for a moment, because I think that's all nonsense too. What is really required to be a successful translator? You got to be fluent in the freaking language. All right. Fluency. Great. What else? I can't think of anything else. I mean, if I need a translator in a foreign country, I don't particularly need a great personality with that. I really don't. It would be a bonus. I'm just trying to think here. I'm having some fun with this, but I'm trying to help folks. I want you to understand something. Where are we saying the debt is? Now, again, this is full disclosure, folks. I don't know what a professional translator's qualifications need to be. I don't know if they're saying you got to have a bachelor's degree. Well, if that's the case, great. Then do an online school that nobody's ever heard of for a fraction of the cost. Pay it as you go. But I can tell you this, there are millions of ways, and I just know this, online right now, for you to become fluent in a language. What is that well-known language teaching product? Babbel, but there's another one. Rosetta Stone. I've been watching TV before and I've seen commercials for Rosetta Stone. Here's the deal. If an organization is looking for a translator and you are really fluent, not just book fluent, I mean, you're fluent. Prove it to them. Hey, get out the iPhone and sit there and go, hey, listen, I don't have a college degree, but I've done this, and this. Send them a video with your resume and give them 60 seconds. Pull out War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy or any classic book and start reading it in the language or languages. Just fire it off. Let them see. I'm just going to tell you. None of that requires debt, but sometimes I got to go off on this stuff. Don't assume that an expensive degree is what you need to succeed.